In this video, you're going to learn 3 simple strategies to help you build up your inner sense of confidence in groups even more fully and authentically. So let me ask you, do you ever go quiet in groups? Maybe you're the one who avoids eye contact with a teacher or facilitator, just hoping to be overlooked, hoping no one notices you. Or perhaps you've sat in a group or a meeting and maybe you had a great idea, an idea that you knew was valuable, but you just experienced that inner doubt, afraid to speak up. And then someone else said the idea and got all the credit, and you were left wishing that you said something. And it's not necessarily that you don't have something to say, you can't contribute, but it may also be like a part of you just shuts down and you physically can't say something. Let me tell you, I've been there too. In fact, I remember a few years ago, I joined a women in business networking group. Think high-powered female leaders, supercharged, ready to make a difference in the world, knew their business pitches front and back. And I walked into the room feeling totally small, feeling like an imposter. And I remember I was actually like pacing back and forth from the room as if I found someone to talk to, as if I had something important to contribute to the group while everyone was mingling. When in reality, I had no one to talk to. And at some point, I remember just sitting in the corner of the room, thinking to myself, what's wrong with me? Why am I not saying something? I just felt totally small. I wasn't confident. Now, maybe you've had an experience where you felt like that before, where you felt out of place, or you felt like that doubt just crept up and you just kind of silenced yourself. You turned down the volume. Maybe you've noticed yourself avoiding putting yourself out there, avoiding different situations, or maybe just blending in, trying to be part of the crowd, trying to hide. Or maybe you're overcompensating to try and hide a lack of inner confidence as well. So by the end of this video, you're gonna walk away with 3 strategies to help you express your inner confidence in a way that's congruent and aligned with who you are, without trying to be someone else, without blending in, without putting on a mask. These are strategies that you can use in practice right away, anytime, anywhere, whether it's at work, in social gatherings, at a networking group, or in any other situation where you find yourselves feeling that lack of confidence in groups. And once you practice and implement these 3 strategies, you'll find yourself feeling even more grounded, more present, and absolutely more confident. So let's get to it. Strategy number 1, prepare in advance. Now, when I say the word preparation, what usually comes to mind for you? Maybe it's studying a topic in advance, doing some research, thinking about some points that you'd want to say in a meeting. Well, oftentimes that's what we think about when we think of preparation. We think of the more practical stuff, like coming up with some points that we'd want to share, because that helps us feel safer. And today we're not only going to be talking about the strategic, practical side of preparation, we're also going to be discussing the inner preparation, the inner alignment, the emotional and energetic sense of preparation, which is just as important as the practical side, if not more important. So let's start with the more practical side of preparation, what we call strategic preparation. This form of prep can involve reading up about a subject in advance, maybe practicing some speaking points, or even just familiarizing yourself with an environment before actually being there. So for example, let's say that you've decided to join a group fitness class. And maybe you're feeling a little bit nervous. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of a lack of confidence inside. You're nervous perhaps about keeping up with the moves and connecting with other people in the class. So you might want to strategically prepare by watching some videos of the exercises beforehand, or maybe even practicing some of the moves at home. This practical strategic preparation helps you to understand the topic or the context of the group setting, which will naturally boost our confidence because it makes us feel safer. It's more familiar for us. So, for example, when you're in a meeting, in a group discussion, in a networking event, the more knowledgeable you are, the more prepared you are, oftentimes that translates into greater confidence as well. Now, you might also want to strategically set a goal or intention of what's important for you to accomplish or achieve. So if we were to stick with this group fitness example, your goal might be to complete the workout at your own pace. Another goal might be to introduce yourself to at least 1 or 2 people before or after the class to make some friends. Or your goal might simply just be to have fun. and to shed any layers of doubt, to fully just surrender to the process. Now let's start talking about the emotional inner side of preparation. When we talk about the inner alignment form of preparation, we're talking about achieving a state of what we call coherence. Coherence is a state in which our heart, mind, and emotions are all aligned and in sync. And from that place, we're able to access new ideas, more creative ideas. We're able to access our intuition, to communicate effectively, and we feel more regulated. Now, how do we access this state of coherence? Well, there are many ways. You might feel coherent when you're spending time in nature, when you're listening to music that you love, when you're enjoying some quality time with friends or family, when you're exercising. And if you'd like to access this state of coherence anytime, anywhere, with your eyes open or closed, here's a practical technique that you can use. It's called the quick coherence technique, and it only has 2 steps. Step 1 of the quick coherence technique is something called heart-focused breathing. In this step, you'll focus your attention in the area of your heart. You'll imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or your chest area, just breathing in a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. And step 2 of the quick coherence technique is as you continue this heart-focused breathing in and out of your heart, you'll make a sincere attempt to experience a renewing feeling, like appreciation or care for someone or something in your life. So this is more of a feeling exercise. You really want to feel those renewing feelings. What that does is it synchronizes your head and your heart, because 80% of information travels up from your heart all the way up to your head, rather than vice versa. So we really want to make sure we get into that state of coherence. And then from that place, we're more regulated, and then we're able to feel even more confident within ourselves, and that expresses into our outer reality as well. If you'd like to learn more about the science of coherence and this quick coherence technique, it's very powerful. In this video, I'm just giving you a little taste, but I'll actually tag another video up top and down in the description box below where you can dive even deeper. It's a technique that comes from the Institute of Heart Math. Now, what happens is each time you practice the quick coherence technique, it helps to soften any fear, any doubt, any self-criticism that may be present. And of course, this is a practice. It's just like riding a bike. It can take some time, it's a practice, and the return on the investment is powerful and empowering. Now, once you've activated that renewing emotion in step 2 of the quick coherence technique, you may even want to visualize yourself successfully completing an event, feeling totally confident. So what you might do is you're gonna activate that heart, activate those renewing emotions, and then you'll actually imagine a time, maybe an upcoming meeting, where you'll feel totally confident. So you'll actually imagine going to that time, looking through your own eyes, seeing what you see, hear what you hear, and really feeling those feelings of total confidence. That's that inner energetic preparation in advance. You can prepare not only strategically, but also energetically as well, because you're helping your body feel those emotions, putting yourself in that confident state. And so that programs your neural pathways to feel even more confident, even more of the time. Now, in my next video that I'll be posting, I'll actually post a guided meditation to build that inner sense of confidence as well. So you'll have a guided practice to follow up with. All right, on to strategy number 2, managing your energy in the moment. So even with all the preparation in the world, sometimes the actual moment itself may bring up some nerves. So here's how to manage your energy when you may need it most. One way is to practice some grounding. So in the moment, take a deep breath in, ground, breathe out, connect with the earth, feel your feet firmly on the ground. You can even imagine like roots growing from the bottom of your feet, connecting with the core of the earth. This can help some energy that may be almost like more air energy, kind of lightheaded, feeling a little jittery. It can bring us back down to earth and stabilize us a little bit. So just the practice of taking a deep breath in, releasing, feeling your feet on the earth. If you're sitting down, you can feel your back on the chair, and just feeling almost like roots connecting to the core of the earth. That's one practice that may be helpful in the moment, especially when conversing with others. Another practice that you may be curious about is acknowledging how you're feeling, actually just giving it a name, labeling it. Sometimes just naming the emotion, whether it may be anxiety, excitement, fear, motivation, or anything else, and even finding where it might be in your body. It might be in your chest, your head, in your heart, your stomach. Just noticing that, acknowledging it, giving it a name, can help to almost turn down the volume. It can help to turn down the intensity. Because essentially what you're doing is you're saying, hey emotion, hey energy, I see you're here. Thank you for showing up. You're here to teach me something. Let me just give you a name and I can come back to you once this event is over. For now, I got this. So that's labeling how you feel. Now, another practice you may implement is that heart-focused breathing. So step 1 of the quick coherence technique. This is something, remember, you can do with your eyes open. You can do this in meetings. You can do this when conversing with others. Essentially what you do is you focus your attention in the area of your heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart to your chest area. Just breathing at a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. And once you connect with the heart, that can help you feel even more connected and present in the moment. And from that place, you can ask a question. So you can ask yourself, what's most important for me to share in this moment? What do I want to express? What really matters here? And from that place, that's how you connect with your own authentic inner confidence. Because you receive what you're supposed to say from your heart, not from up here, not from fear, not from doubt, but it just comes from your heart. It's real. And so when you ask your heart, what's the most important for me to share right now, then you can act on that in a way that feels authentic with your own inner confidence. Hello from Kiwi and I. Before we get to strategy 3, if you're finding this video helpful, I invite you to please click like and subscribe so that way we can stay connected and keep the journey going. All right, on to strategy number 3, which is to shift your mindset. One of the most rapid ways I was able to do this was through a powerful series of questions that come from Marshall Goldsmith, who's one of the world's top executive coaches. He's a beautiful, wonderful human. And these questions that he's come up with are designed to help you connect with your own deeper sense of purpose and to help shift your mindset around group interactions, around speaking up and sharing your voice in whatever way, through whatever medium you choose to do that. So let's get to it. Question number 1. I invite you to actually answer this. So you can even write this down, you can pull out your phone and type out the answers, or you can think about it in your head. If you were more powerful, would the world become a better place? Yes or no? If you're like most people, hopefully your answer is a yes. Question number 2. Does trying to speak up in groups sometimes make you feel a little uncomfortable? Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, just know that you're not alone. Many people feel this way. And now let's get to question number 3. Listen close. What's more important to you? Making the world a better place or being comfortable? I'll ask that again. What's more important to you? Making the world a better place or feeling comfortable? And if you answered this question honestly, you'll see that staying small or silent might actually be doing a disservice, not just to yourself, but to the people around you and the world at large. You see, the thing is, confidence isn't about never feeling nervous, never feeling unsure or doubtful. Yet it is about using the tools to be able to navigate those feelings and to show up as your best self in that moment with the resources that are at your disposal. So let's do a quick recap of the 3 strategies that we discussed today. Strategy number 1 is preparing in advance. So we talked about preparing on 2 different levels. We talked about strategic preparation, which is more of that practical side of preparation, and we talked about inner alignment prep as well, which is that emotional, energetic form of preparation, both of which help your body feel safer, more grounded, and more ready to contribute in your own authentic, confident way. In strategy number 2, we talked about managing your energy in the moment. We talked about using simple tools like grounding, labeling and acknowledging how you feel, your emotions, any sensations, And we talked about heart-focused breathing and asking your heart for guidance to stay calm, present, and contribute from that inner place that feels right. Strategy number 3 is shifting your mindset. So asking yourself those powerful 3 questions to help you move from a place of doubt to a place of greater confidence and purpose. So I'll leave you with this. Your voice matters. What you have to say matters. How you feel matters. You're worthy and valuable and beautifully unique in your own way. And just think about how many lives you're gonna make brighter by shining your full light. The world needs your voice, it needs your light. So now that you're feeling even more connected to your authentic sense of inner confidence, the journey continues. So I invite you to practice the tools that you learned today, and in the next video, you'll get to experience a guided pavening meditation to strengthen that sense of inner confidence even more deeply. I invite you to watch this video about the science of the heart next. It'll deepen your understanding of how you can leverage the power of your heart using research-backed techniques from the Institute of Heart Math, ultimately so that you can live, grow, and lead unencumbered. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me today, and I'll see you in a future video. Thank you.